We are back with Viking star Clive Standen, and Audra's going to call you out here on some stuff that we found on your Twitter feed, some stuff we found online. Go.
Yes, online. I don't know if Karen is in here right now. One of our producers showed us a photo of you. I think it's Shirtless British Men. Is that the website? It's not bad.
I had no idea.
It's not bad. If you don't have a chance to look it up now, look it up a little bit later because it's worth it. Trust me. But you talk about what you do that's romantic, which is you like to write. Is it poetry and love letters? That's what you do for your wife? Is that right?
Yeah. Well, when we got engaged, I did this kind of crazy all-day proposal to her. I didn't have enough money to buy her an engagement ring, so I thought rather than just use that as a cop-out, I kind of decided that I've got thousands of pounds worth of love that I could.
Oh, stop it! Don't make me cry.
So it was kind of like one of those episodes of Punk'd. I kind of set up all this live stuff that would happen to her from 6 o'clock in the morning until she went to bed, because I once said to her that I was awful once, and I kind of got really drunk and I proposed to her on the top of Primrose Hill. And she said, this is not funny because, if you're going to propose to me, I want it to be serious. And I said, well, you'll know when I propose to you. You'll know from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed. And that's where the idea was sprung. And I got loads of people to jump out on her in the street, and they all had love letters and roses, and all sorts of things happened. I had people with Clive Aid t-shirts and things rather than Live Aid, and they were kind of clipboards.
Stop it over here. Stop it. This one.
I know.
She's melting.
But I can go on and on and on. It was a whole thing. I filled her whole house up with helium balloons.
She couldn't say no. That is.
He
that was
set
my
the
idea.
bar a little bit too high for comfort.
I was just
right
going to
there.
say for a lot
And
of
her
girls out
idols
there.
were Fireman and Elvis Presley. So I kind of dressed up as Elvis Presley in his black comeback costume, his black leather comeback costume, and I went down to the fire department, and they let me kind of slide down the pole and get into the fire engine and ride off and record a big video message for her that she saw first thing in the morning. And it went on and on and on. It's probably not the time to.
Wow.
A lot of people slide down that pole and it doesn't work out so well for them.
No.
Yeah.
And you've got 3 kids now.
I think the leather helped.
You got 3 kids now. I'm curious, when you go off, when you have to be on location and you do all this work and you come back, do the kids watch? Because they're pretty young. Do they get to watch what you do?
They some of it don't. We sometimes kind of fast forward to the bits that are appropriate.
The fight bits, the naughty bits.
But they come down to set, and on Vikings, for instance, they were really good. The directors and the crew were really good at kind of showing them the rubber weapons that there are, and then letting them taste the blood and realizing that it's a taste of candy, and and that was great for them because they realized that Daddy doesn't kind of butcher people for a living.
Cool to see what Daddy does.
But Daddy is very good with a sword. You've been a swordsman, I guess, and a martial artist most of your adult life, right?
Yeah, since I was 13, 14, they had Robert Hood, Prince of Thieves came out of the cinemas, and I was brought up just up the road from Sherwood Forest where it was set, and they had this idea about creating like a live action kind of reenacting kind of tour around Sherwood Forest. And when most of my friends were kind of working in shoe shops and kind of the local corner shops, I got this job kind of playing Wolf Little John's son, kind of abseiling out of trees and learning to sword fight and galloping along on horses and jousting, and I was just kind of like some feral child running around the forest at the age of 13. But yeah, that's where I got into it. I started Muay Thai boxing as well. So I kind of had a big martial arts background, and it's all really come in handy for me now.
Don't you have a gold medal in fencing?
Yes, I did fencing. I've got the advanced gold certificate in stage combat, which is the kind of same qualification that stuntmen have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm also left-handed, so and I had to do all my my exams with my right hand to be historically accurate, but it's left me ambidextrous. So often when I'm on set, and they don't want me to do a stunt because it's too dangerous, they haven't got a stuntman that's left-handed, so I end up doing it anyway.
Interesting. Okay, so now you all feel bad.
Which I love.
Muay Thai, sword fighting, romantic all-day proposal, who does his own stunts.
You're pretty good.
I'm not even going to try to compete with that.
And he's got a movie coming out, Hammer of the Gods.
Hammer of the
Make sure you
Gods
check
as well.
it out. Thank you so much for being here, Clive. Really appreciate it. All right, make sure to watch Vikings on History Sunday nights just to see how perfect this man is.